be advised, our eyes rifle will cover this camp.
Hi everybody. Welcome to Brawler Platoon training.
Yes, it.
Confirm, sir.
Right, tonight will be a bounding and maneuver course. It's going to be a relatively straightforward reference map. We will be moving, or at least teleporting to grid 015176, marked as an arrow pointing towards the south. We'll be essentially maneuvering towards hill 339, marked by the black X, to the south of that original marker. Do you guys see that?
Negative.
Negative.
Those of you, in fact, you should all have micro daggers. If you reference the village 015177, you'll see grid markers I view of that location there.
Do you see those two markers?
Affirm, Sergeant.
Right, essentially we're moving from that town to that top of the hill. There will be, or essentially, since this is a bounding maneuver course, we're going to focus on providing smoke, concealment, and especially cover. You do not necessarily need to follow that path linearly, directly to the south. Just try and utilize cover as best you can. Move where you can see, move where you see fit. In addition to that, we'll have two brawlers to use as mobile cover when you guys need it. So I'm going to say that it's going to be up to the squad lead or the team leads to determine if that's necessary or not. If not, the brawlers will be holding back while following you guys. In addition to that, essentially what's going to happen is that there's going to be a certain amount of suppressive fire over your heads. We're going to do this multiple times, so as for each iteration it's going to get a little harder and harder. You may find yourself being injured in later iterations, so just make sure you're trying to avoid that at all costs. Again, use your smokes, use your cover. If you need the rally, do so, and relay that up to us. Are there any questions?
Are these markers that are going up currently the limited events?
That is affirmative. If you see an exclamation point, that is considered a limit of event. You've got plenty of maneuver room. That hill's not terribly large, but make sure you're not extending past either of those or any of those limits of advance. There is no northern limit of advance, but we're not attacking north anyways, so should be a non-issue.
Quick interjection, make sure you're putting that on side chat. I don't think Brawler's seeing any of that.
And I'll fix it.
Copy my map songs.
Affirm, it's going up on side.
Alright, everyone's seeing that limit of advance now.
Affirm.
All right. I'm not gonna stress this enough, but try and use your smoke as best as possible. Try and throw smoke and do not. There should not be any gaps within those smokes, or at least any large gaps. Try and make that consistent if possible. I know it's gonna be a little difficult throwing smokes in a controlled manner, but this is why we're doing this here, just to get enough practice for you guys. Well, I think that's it. If you guys are set, there's a teleporter pole to the east, which is right behind me, next to the arsenal boxes. There is going to be an option to teleport to Bravo and an option to teleport to Charlie. Teleport to Bravo, do not teleport to Charlie.
One other thing I'd like to interject with real quick as well before we get going. I think the teleport might actually be Alpha. If you see Charlie, ignore the Charlie option altogether and take the other one that's available to you. All the terrain that you will see here is all going to be natural terrain. There's rocks, there's trees, etc., etc. There are no other fortifications or anything like that for the dismount teams to utilize when moving up and bounding to that location. It's going to be very, very important that if you're at a location, even if you're tasked with providing suppressive fire, be making a sort of path in your mind as you're trying to approach the bunker system, but also be flexible and willing to change that if you get to a location and discover a better, more suitable piece of cover or concealment. Everyone understand?
Roger.
Hey, firm.
Hey, firm.
Hey, firm, LT.
Alright, guys. Go ahead and head over to that teleporter. Remember, take the option other than Charlie.
Ground units, be advised, the wind is currently blowing southwest at a moderate speed.
Alright, for you go ahead and pick a vehicle, hop in the driver's seat.
This must be advised, wind is blowing southwest at a moderate speed.
Alright, Bravo, we've got wind blowing southwest. Very moderate, so watch your smoke in that direction.
Whichever route that you want to take, go ahead and I'll be driving the other one.
Alright,
Copy.
Eastern Bravo. Or Eastern Vic, gentlemen.
Soldier, are we mounting up? Negative, I don't think so.
1-7 interrogative, are we mounting up?
Negative, do not mount her up. My bad, gentlemen.
Oh, copy, so.
Permission to move on those rocks southwest.
Paper.
Be advised, Alpha's beginning movements to the southwest. We're gonna get eyes on the bunker complex. Eyes on the bunker complex. 730 meters away at almost direct south from your position. Bravo, I'm gonna have you guys hold at this location. Alpha's going to push up cover to the direct south. I will let you know when we're set.
See the line?
Hmm?
Do you see the line?
Rock to rock to tree.
Alright.
Tree, then rock, rock.
Hey, firm.
So there's defilade to the southeast. There's a small dry creek. We're gonna try to use that, but we'll improvise as we go.
Okay.
Alright.
Smoke
I'll
out.
use,
Alright. Movements. Windmoor, save that smoke until we start taking contact.
Hell no.
I'm going for the long one.
Hey, Bro, that was us. Bravo, be advised. It looks like we have a defilade to the southeast from this position that we might be able to move up closer. Go ahead and stay at that location. We'll get to these rocks over here to the southeast a little bit and hold.
Alright. Once we
Good copy, 1-7.
Windmoor, if they don't see us, yeah, Pop and Smoke's only good, like, 2 men on
Alright,
us.
Alpha, let's push up to this small stand of trees and Bravo. Let's have Bravo move up to us. Good copy, we're getting we're gonna set up in this, we're gonna set up fucking Christ.
We're gonna set up in this stand of trees and have you pass our position into the town.
There's.
What?
You get there?
That's... I'm not used to commanding both two teams. Bravo, go ahead and begin movements.
Eyes on the bunker to the top of the hill is direct south.
Make sure you guys have some hard cover.
Windmoor, there's a rock. There you go.
Ahoy.
Pushing right.
I recommend we stay left of me. That'll keep the large tree covering the top of the hill. Oh, here we go.
Jesus.
Bravo, once you're in town, let me know you begin suppressive fire to the south.
Alpha, if you have eyes on that bunker complex, go ahead and start suppressing. About 3-round bursts. Don't burn through all your ammo.
Bravo, let me know what you're set. Good copy.
Alright, once Bravo begins opening fire, go ahead and pop smoke, move into town.
We don't really need to. You can use this tree as cover.
Yeah, but that's no fun. Bullets can go through trees.
Yeah, but they can't see us.
We pushing up west of this building?
Abram, go ahead and please get set
pushing
on
this
this wall.
compound.
Be sure it has a backside.
It does, I got the entrance out here.
Looks like Northwest bunker has a
Nope.
Hey, affirm those two.
I got a rock wall here on the west side that we could just pop to.
Bravo, be advised. Bravo, be advised. Alpha's going to be getting movements to the south. We're going to push up through try to get to that death blade, just to the like 20 meters to the south.
Can you have Eagleson Street at least leave the group? Can you send that up?
Yes.
1-7. And probably has pass along a message to Specialist East and Specialist Cabrera to leave the.
What's the range?
400.
Some uphill, I don't fucking got it. Guard.
Alright, let's go ahead and begin movements. Let's push southeast a little bit, get to that defilade that's just 20 meters out of town.
We pushing through this door?
Southeast?
Southeast?
Bravo, we're beginning movements.
This is very bad.
Oh, we got a nice fucking one.
Yeah, but do we have a way out of here?
No.
We got a rock.
Yeah, there's a rock to the southwest.
Sure, I think you're hitting the hill.
That hill was asking for it.
Red team, I'm gonna have you go ahead and push up a little bit more to that rock.
Me?
Yeah, red team, once you guys are set, that rock just to our southwest, go ahead and move there. Cross.
Bravo, whenever you're set, go ahead and move up to where you can find a good line to move up to the south.
Oh, I can hit that bitch now. Oh, fucking A.
Yep. Go ahead and start suppressing, guys. Both towers, Bravo's moving up.
Bravo, once you find a good either defilade or cover, let us know. We're going to begin movements when you're set.
I wish they went red for.
You can see him when he's on too.
Yeah, still. I did not have earplugs in. Reloading.
Thanks for the reminder.
Good copy.
Alright, Alpha, we're going to push west up this defilade, kind of in Bravo's. Actually, wait.
Yep.
Let's actually pop smoke to our direct south. Let's try to get to this next set of rocks just to our front.
Bravo, be advised, Alpha's going to attempt to push direct south to the next set of rocks. If you guys can suppress, that would be great. We're going to begin movements once our smoke's deployed.
We're good.
Alright, let's start moving.
Windmoor, I'm on you.
Sergeant, we got some good deflated trees moving.
Let's keep moving forward.
Probably all the way almost to the bunker complex. We're going to continue moving if you guys can continue to suppress. Yeah.
Alpha, let's push a little bit southeast. We're gonna go ahead and push all the way up to the bunker line. We got a good line all the way up there.
I'm gonna say negative.
It's not Alphas.
Alpha, go ahead and start shifting southeast to those rocks over
Over there. Bravo, be advised, Alpha is shifting southeast. We can move up to the bunker line.
Push.
Good copy. If you have a spot in mind that you can move to, we can suppress from this location. Or if you have no clear cover, we can push up to the bunker at this time.
We can hit the wall from here, Sergeant.
Yeah, no.
But I'm confident in hitting that wall.
I got bud spurts. First close tower. Whatever that is, they're not getting up.
Bravo, be advised. Alpha's going to push up on the bunker wall, see if we can get some of that fire off of you.
spot, push up. Bunker wall.
Find an opening.
I'm working on it.
Be advised, we are on the bunker wall. We are trying to find an opening at this time.
Good cop.
Good copy.
There's no entrance.
There's one right here.
Don't enter. Go ahead and continue to suppress.
Just
Bravo.
Contact is down. Contact in the is down.
Remember, don't go in here.
I didn't go in.
Just creep.
I just shot his leg off.
There you go. Cover this. Just suppress it.
That contact is down in there.
I'm suppressing. They can respawn.
No, he can't. He's dead. I'm staring at him.
One 7 be advised, both teams have reached the bunker wall.
Index, index, index.
Western Bradley.
Mount up in the easternmost Bradley.
copy. Alpha's on the east. Bradley.
Alright, Bravo, replan according to do.
Windmoor's in.
Alpha is online. Alpha, go ahead and repack your mags. Want to.
Sergeant, do you mind if I reload my loadout? Or restock my loadout from the Bradley?
There's a boxes. It's a little cob, so go ahead and do it from there. Go ahead and dismount.
Go ahead and rearm real quick. If you can, try not to load any loadout, just grab stuff from the box.
Instead of going down all your guys dismount, we'll do a quick triple circle for me.
Alright, quick refit, and school circle around the LT.
Once you guys are refit, school circle on the LT.
Okay. I have a few observations I made during this first exercise before I pass it off to Sergeant First Class Deacon, at which point I'm going to teleport myself away and debrief the OP4 forces. Before that, these comments I have. When you are the maneuvering element, and this also applies to the individual teams, for example, Alpha Team, shifting positions, or Bravo Team, etc., etc. When you are the maneuvering element, make totally certain that you are not crossing any covering arcs. I saw at least one instance, I think, from Alpha of someone crossing in front of someone who was trying to lay down suppressive fire. That's dangerous for a couple reasons. Number one, you could get shot in the back by your buddy. But number two, if your buddy sees you moving and has to stop firing, that's suppressive cover that's not being put down on the enemy that wants to kill you as well. Okay, so make completely certain when you are maneuvering, whether you're maneuvering past another team or you're moving past your team members, that you're not crossing their line of fire. You guys made excellent use of the assets you had available. Specifically, you noticed that, again, this was more specific towards Alpha. You noticed that you had a long section there of defilade concealment from the bunkers that you could maneuver up and get yourselves way up close to the bunker to provide support for Bravo. It was excellent recognizing those terrain features and using those to your advantage. On top of that, I'd like to say don't discount the smaller rock formations. Right, even just right behind you guys, you can see some bigger rock formations. But even some of these rocks like this, there are rocks about half that size, but you guys know you can make yourself significantly smaller, whether you're prone and you just lean out the side a little bit to lay down suppressive fire, or you know, if you're just crouch, if you just have to crouch down that extra bit further. Don't discount the effectiveness of rocks just because they might be a little bit smaller. Songs, go ahead.
Now, just to further what you said about small rock cover, I believe there was one that Private Argabas pointed out to me that looked much like the one off here to our south. I was able to put private leads on it. He was able to get accurate suppression while being fully covered.
Yeah, we, you know, fortunately we have the ability. I'm sure you guys are familiar, but you can put yourselves in all different kinds of positions. Even if you're prone, you can lean off to the side, get around, things like that. So make sure to use all those different terrain features. Even if they're somewhat smaller to your advantage, you can make yourself small enough to still use them effectively. With that, unless there are any quick questions, I'm going to teleport myself off to debrief the OPFOR and pass it off to Sergeant First Class Deacon.
Lieutenant.
All yours.
Sorry, to just jump in. Lieutenant, before you run away.
Yes, go ahead.
Is there any way to switch them to like a red 4 or a green 4 or something?
So far as what?
Every time I point at them, I can see them.
I can try to do a change faction on them. I'm not sure it'll work, but I'll try.
It's in utilities. And then make sure you put it on the actual person and then change group.
If I can't make that work. In the meantime, 1-7, they're all yours. I'm gonna go debrief our guys up here.
Right. Quick question, Alpha. How much smokes did you use up?
I used 4.
I used 7.
2.
Alright, Bravo.
Leeds used 2.
Wolski is 3.
Songs 2.
He's 2.
Alright. What I would recommend personally is to use a little more smoke, especially when you're crossing in the opening. Probably 2 or 3 might not be enough. Ideally, what I wanted to see is just to have a whole wall, essentially a wall of smoke, come from one piece of cover to the other piece of cover. So essentially, if you're if you move from this rock to this rally, essentially all you should see is just a smoke wall, all the way through the end of each cover. I know it's a little difficult to do, but ideally that's something I would like to see happen. Stugus?
Sergeant, there was a lot of times when we were moving up and we decided like to not pop smoke because a lot of the foliage and trees were giving us as much, if not more, cover than the smoke would.
Roger, and if that's the case, then that's perfectly fine. I probably was not able to witness that given I was in the perspective of the rally. If that was the case, then there's no fault on you guys. Usage of mobile cover with the Bradley. I don't know if that's something that you guys normally cover in Alpha. For Bravo, we rarely or even never cover that or haven't covered that recently. What I would recommend is use the Bradley as essentially, think of Bradley as essentially a fire team. You do not need to be bounding within the fire team. If you need the Bradley to use as cover, the Bradley will be move as an entire fire team with the Bradley. Does that make sense to you guys?
Affirm, let the Bradley be a giant moving wall.
Roger. We'll have to continue practicing on that maybe on future trainings, just to work with both the fire team and the Bradley itself to sort of get down that pat down that movement and speed and all that stuff. Other than that, your movements seems like you guys did pretty well. You used your terrain as Lieutenant said. You guys did split off a little bit, but that also meant that you guys utilized your cover as much as possible. I don't really have much other recommendations other than that. Does anyone have any comments, questions, concerns?
recommendations, suggestions? Alright. Sit tight.
Alpha, are you already?
Roger.
Alright. You're
Bravo, you guys.
Sergeant, I'm all set.
User left your channel.
Bravo, you all set up? Ready to move?
Hey,
Sounds
firm.
you have 3 on you.
3 counting the medic.
Specialist leads just disconnected. Sergeant Songs.
Hey, firm.
Private leads.
That too.
And Alpha, you have what, 5?
Alpha has had 3 as well.
3
4 with the medic.
Oh, 4 with the medic.
Roger.
Sorry about the yammering in the background.
Alright, we're gonna just sit tight here until the lieutenant returns. Here you go.
Okay. Alright, so our 2 Op 4 personnel are now actually Op 4, so that should be another facet of the exercise that'll be better. Another thing, I have told them to be a little bit less lenient on you guys when you are maneuvering. In other words, if you are making it a habit of sticking your head out for a little bit too long, they will punish you for it. Okay, so make sure you are emphasizing proper use of cover and concealment. I'm not going to tell you explicitly to use different pathing than you did last time, because you did choose very excellent paths to maneuver, but try to mix it up a little bit. Try to recognize, use this opportunity while they're still being relatively lenient on you, to recognize what may or may not be effective cover and concealment. You may find a rock that looks like good cover, but if they have a little bit of an elevation or a side advantage on you, it may not be that great. Okay, so use this opportunity to experiment a little bit while they're still being a little bit lenient. We will be running this exercise at least 2 more times, depending on how well you guys handle the next 2 exercises. Okay. So in the meantime, I think BFE1 is actually, it doesn't really matter. Go ahead and get your teams ready to move out. Teakin, if you want to get your drivers ready. And Sergeant Street, get the squad ready and in position to start maneuvers towards that bunker again.
Yep.
Alright, Bravo, that's the case, then we just won't separate.
Good luck, Bravo. Yeah, they got 2 men.
2 is going up already. Oh, scratch that. Keep moving. Negative, we're taking that on foot.
You are clear of 1.
Third Street, I recommend keeping our distance a lot more minimal this time, since we only have a 3-man total on Bravo.
So my thinking is, once we get to that town, we'll take kind of a similar path. But after we get out, we're gonna head southeast. If you look at your map, you can see kind of a gully to the southeast from that big rock in town, kind of direct south.
Okay.
And it curves east. That's kind of the path I want to take, and then try to hit them from the eastern side.
Okay. You take point, and then we'll bound up with you.
Okay. Let's have be advised Alpha Bravo to get movements at this time.
Cover going southeast.
Once we get to the town.
You got a clean march in this line I have. All the way up to the town.
Yeah, we'll just kind of keep it this way.
Bravo, be advised that Alpha's got a good line of cover and concealment all the way up to at least that fort, that small rock cover we have we're at before we're gonna keep there. Keep on this line.
Loud and clear, we'll stay a good 20 meters behind you.
Bravo, I'm gonna have you set up in the street line. Alpha's gonna continue to move into town.
What side of town you want us to push on? Just get the cover into town. We can maneuver once we're there. Sorry for cutting you off, Sergeant.
You're good.
Taking it.
Alpha, get into this southeasternmost compound.
Copy. Bravo, once you guys are we are set, go ahead and move into town.
Got eyes on one of the westernmost bunker, but I can't see shit in it.
Copy.
Windmoor,
We're here.
Yeah.
you know what might help?
What?
Bravo, let's set up.
Putting a mag in.
You're
That might help.
you're highlighting yourself a lot of distance. Bravo, go ahead and get a covering position. Alpha's going to move out along that path.
They're going to be above the water tree where we take.
Good
We're
copy.
actually surprisingly
We'll
concealed up
get
here.
your first good set of cover and we'll have you move up to our position.
Our shots are going to get blocked off though from the tree.
Alright, Alpha, go ahead and get smoke over this wall to the south. We're gonna be heading direct south into a stand of trees about 100 meters away.
If we can pop in and out and see that target, Argamass, that would be great.
Once the smoke deploys, go ahead and triple time it south. I'll take the lead.
I don't have the best angle from here.
We got a good thing.
Alpha, let's move.
I'll take the corner. You stay there, cover the western tower, I'll cover the eastern.
Yep.
Let's take cover in these rocks. Copy.
I got good eyes on the eastern tower. I'm not seeing any movement in it though.
Good copy.
Bravo, go ahead and move up to our position and actually go ahead and move slightly to the east of the Bradley. There's a good deflated rock cover just a little bit ahead of us.
Just southeast. We can just definitely use cover.
Bottom of the Hesco tower.
What? Not if it was.
Bravo, be advised that
Didn't seem like a
where
45.
that's coming from. We will support it as we can.
Let's go.
Bravo, once you're sitting those rocks, let us know. We're gonna move to your position and pass to. Good copy. Go ahead and maneuver until you have eyes on the compound. Try not to get too far ahead. If you can't get eyes, we'll just move in, definitely.
Alpha, we're going to be moving southeast to where Bravo was. You're going to get shot, Stukas.
Might be advised. One step would be advised. Probably advised we're fire from that bomb. Easternmost Mexico.
I'm actually thinking they're shooting past the Hesco.
That was a hell of a suppression.
That was one hell of a suppression.
Yep.
I got blood. He's underneath the Hesco.
Alpha, pop a smoke on your position. We're moving.
What do I pay you for?
He's underneath the Hesco.
Yeah, I know. I
Disregard. Or not. Just go with that, I guess, and then we'll just get your vehicle over.
I think he's down.
Good
Stukas
copy.
dead?
Got
Alright, I'm gonna get in the vehicle and treat Stukas. You guys move.
Copy. 1-6, be advised, we're going to move southeast to the rocks. Alright, Windmoor, get some mark out. Alright, let's move.
Nice cover.
Bravo, be advised, Alpha's moving up to position. I want to be at the same line, too.
Let's divert a little bit east around this hill. Use it for death light.
Whoa, right here. Whoa, got a smoke.
Yeah, I see it.
Stukas is on the ground. I'm on my way to you.
Good copy.
Bravo, we're Alpha's back up to strength. We're going to continue southeast.
I got one smoke left.
Yeah, so do I. We're going to continue southeast, trying to get on the flank of this conference. You're good.
There's a big pile of rocks over here we can get into. Alpha, let's have you move over to my position.
Keep going.
Bravo, if you want to break contact and fall back to our position, you can do so unless you have a good line on some cover that you can move. Good copy. Bravo, Alpha's going to continue moving, we've got a good hill that we can provide good suppressive fire from.
Don't skyline yourselves on this hill.
Nope.
This is Alpha. We're in position less than 20 meters from the bunker line. If you take the same path we did, you've got definitely the entire way up here.
Can I throw a frag in there, Sergeant?
Sure.
I throw it the far side.
Aw. I got something. I'm gonna try to hit the far one.
Yeah, that's where I'd recommend.
Like that?
At the bottom, I would suggest.
I don't think I can do that.
Get that
They're
hole
going
covered,
right up
Anderson.
The middle behind the Vic, aren't they? Oh, that's fucking awesome.
Okay, I got movement.
Where? Which tower?
Right in between the crack here.
You're hitting the ground.
Tell Alpha, tell Bravo, right in that crack, there's a guy.
Bravo, danger close. We got context danger close on that wall.
Can we hit that wall?
Abram hit it. Bravo's clear.
Be advised that Alpha's already at the wall.
I can't see shit in there.
Yep. Go ahead and make sure you're right.
There's another one
I have 2 contacts down. I got 2 contacts down at my pause.
there. Check chat.
We're index.
You have to back crawl to stand up.
Mount up at the Vic. It's to the direct east.
Steve, what are you doing?
I think I got them with that last grenade.
Windmoor's in.
All in.
That's right where that grenade hit.
Man, I'm glad I saw that path on the map. Hey, man.
Sergeant Street.
Yes.
Go ahead and switch to the driver's seat and drive us down there.
Good copy.
We handling something in the meantime.
Some medical situation.
Sergeant, refit first.
Yep, refit.
Kowalski, how much stuff did we run through there?
Wait, one.
Oh, I'm repacking my bags. Oh, I can't. I'm good
I
on
think I
that.
only ended up using one smoke since we had all that.
I actually
cover.
went through 5 smokes that time.
Yeah, I went through 5 as well.
I went through more 40 mics than bullets.
I went through 7 again.
Yeah, we were in positions where the smokes would have done more harm than good.
Yay, land nav.
Triple timing on this resupply, guys.
Alpha, are you all set?
Roger.
Hey, bro.
Alpha's all set.
Bravo, how you doing?
Okay, same thing as before. I've got a couple comments before I
Okay.
excuse myself to debrief the OPFOR. Make sure your tempo of fire when you are providing support is not too excessive. For example, it only takes about 8 to 10 rounds per minute per rifle in order to effectively suppress a position like that. If you guys, I'm sure that you are aware, there are instances where we will face a scenario like this, and that will not be the end of our mission. We'll have to continue on. We are in a fortunate position that we have a very good resupply that travels with us in the inventory of the Bradley, but that will go away if that Bradley is for some reason destroyed or otherwise unapproachable. So make sure conservation is in mind whenever you're suppressing. Use only as much as you have to in order to suppress the enemy. Same thing with smoke. I saw an excessive amount of smoke being used on that last exercise. Try to anticipate exactly how much you need, and if you need to read the wind or whatever to determine that, if you throw a smoke grenade, the wind will move that smoke to cover an arc. So if you can read the wind and throw one smoke grenade in order to cover an entire approach, do it, because that'll save you a lot of smokes that you don't have to use. Of course, if that smoke bellows out and you determine that that's not enough, then by all means throw more smoke. Make sure you're only using as much as you have to use. Just another quick note about approach angles when approaching a position such as this bunker that we're attacking each time. Make sure to keep in mind, and this is not necessarily a bad thing, but try to keep in mind how prohibitive the terrain may be for the Bradley. As you guys may have noticed, the southeast portion of that hill was very steep. The Bradley was able to traverse it, but if the team is too far ahead and needs support right then and there, it may not be possible for the Bradley to provide that support in a timely manner if it's still trying to traverse up that hill. That's something that you can communicate back and forth between the VC and the team leader to make sure you're not getting too far separated. And if the
User left your
can
channel.
pass along the message, hey, we're slowed down, try not to get too far ahead until we can catch up and be able to actually provide better support. That's just something to keep in the back of your mind. This exercise overall went very smoothly. Any quick questions before I pass it off to Sergeant First Class Tegan? Okay. Reverend Fry, you need to have a hard cover on your head while you're in the field.
Yep, I know. I just took that off real quick because I wanted.
Deacon, I'm going to go ahead and pass them off to you and link up with our OPFOR.
Roger. Alright, to sort of continue off with Lieutenant Whitaker's message comment about smoke. We may have a little bit of indifference in perception of the smoke. I think you guys did pretty fine with the smoke usage. Again, it's always trying to find the right amount of smoke to use for when crossing openings such as that. If there's a certain amount of smoke when it's necessary, then we'll try and have to fix that. If not, then we'll have to fix that as well. But in my opinion, I think you guys did pretty well with the smoke usage. If you want to use less, if you think you could use less, by all means go ahead and use less. Second thing is does anyone know the concept of talking guns?
Yes, Sergeant.
I do, Sergeant.
Roger.
Council Mike.
So in my opinion, that doesn't necessarily need to only be applied to the ARs or the weapons teams. They can apply to your M4s as well. As the lieutenant says, approximately 8 to 10 rounds per minute per person is enough to have continual suppression of that target. When you have something like 8 of you guys or 4 of you guys for a fire team, that's pretty much more than enough to suppress. So that's pretty much, I guess in Arma, that's about something like maybe 5 seconds per bullet, maybe even longer than that. But it also uses talking guns to fire when there's no fire that's being fired, or when there's no outgoing fire. Try and consider that, especially when you have 3 guys. Try and work in cohesion, using talking guns with the 3 of you guys or the 4 of you guys, or maybe just even the 2 of you guys. Let's see. I had a third comment which I totally forgot. So yeah, sit tight until I remember it, or until Lieutenant Wicker comes back. With that, is there any comments, questions, concerns, feedback?
I do have a comment.
Go ahead.
I feel we should, I'm sure we're going to do it, but we need to change the line because it's too easy to walk all the way up to the town without even being spotted.
I'm gonna do it this one.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
And why is that a bad thing?
It's not, but for training purposes, I'd rather we get used to not having such an easy line.
I'm not even gonna go through the town this one.
Good.
Oh, I remember my last one. Alpha, what was the cause of that casualty?
I think he just pulled out a little bit too far from a rock cover, and they had, with the elevation, they were able to get an angle on it.
I realized I was out of cover, and right as I tried to roll, I got lit the fuck up, and then I got up, popped up, fired a 40 mic, and got shot in the face. So,
Roger. The next iteration might be a little more difficult, so we'll probably be seeing more casualties as well. We're gonna try and minimize that as much as possible. Again, stick with your team. I think you guys are a 30-man team, 3 or 4-man team, so to make sure you're sticked. We try as close as possible, but as far as possible to avoid any explosives.
Okay.
It's all yours.
Okay. We are going to be changing things up slightly. For this iteration of the exercise, if you guys will reference your Blue Force trackers, you will see a new HQ marker, mark 0631, on the 011 latitudinal grid line, longitudinal grid line, I should say. Does everyone see that mark?
Paper.
Okay. That is going to be our starting point for this next exercise. We are going to be attacking the compound from the northwest this time. Fortifications and everything, as far as the op war is concerned, have been shifted around a little bit to make sure that they're still defensible in that position. But we're going to be shifting the direction we're approaching from. This is going to be the last time we run this exercise. The op war is going to be much less lenient on you as far as maintaining cover and concealment. One thing they did bring up, and it is a good point. If you are receiving fire, don't make it a habit of popping up and down in the same spot over and over and over again. You need to reposition, get back into cover or concealment, reposition, so that the enemy is not waiting for you to pop your head back up and then you get schwacked. Okay. So make sure you're utilizing that for this exercise. What we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and mount back up and head directly to the new 0631 marker. And then from there, we'll dismount and begin our exercise from there.
Okay.
Any questions? Alright guys, go ahead and get mounted up.
That's actually where I was gonna head this time, anyway. I was gonna use that bridge as cover.
Windmoor in.
All in.
We're losing
students. We'll move out whenever you guys are all loaded.
Yeah, I was going to use this line, this assault anyway.
Good, so then hopefully it'll work out. I did change the fortifications around to reflect an attack from the northwest.
Yep.
So I don't know. It looked pretty good from there, and I don't know how well it's gonna work out for us. There should still be plenty of features and terrain and stuff to use to our advantage.
I'm assuming the limit of advances shifted over to like the 010 line.
Correct. Yeah. So essentially, if you draw a line from the new starting point to the base we're attacking, there's still going to be a 600 meter limit of advance, 300 meters on either side of that mark, that line.
Copy.
17, just for clarification purposes, the limit of advance for this exercise will also shift. So if you were to imagine a line drawn between our starting point and the base we are attacking again, there will be a 300 meter limit of advance on either side of that line. How got me my last?
This is where I was making maneuvers. There.
This right now is a good illustration of what I was talking about as far as the Bradley not being able to provide timely support. Hitting those steep inclines like that obviously slows the Bradley down significantly.
Buddy entered your channel.
Alright, go ahead and stand by. I don't I've lost eyes on AP2. I'm not sure which direction they're pushing from. This will be our starting point.
They're east about 20 meters. No.
Get about 80 meters.
80 meters. I was looking at the elevation.
Alright, get there they are. Alright guys, go ahead and dismount.
Alright, dismount.
17, I'm kicking my dismount team out. This is when we'll begin our exercise from this point.
Nice rock patch to my south.
So go ahead and form up on Alpha. We're gonna begin movement southwest.
Probably gonna form up on Alpha, move southwest.
Moving southwest.
Good one.
Hi.
Son of a bitch.
Sergeant Song.
How you doing?
Lima Charlie.
Sergeant Song could be at this time.
Lima Charlie.
Rude.
Alright, we'll try and push bearing 151, keeping this true line. Alright, Bravo, take us up.
Oh.
Alright, Bravo's gonna take the lead on this one. Moving out southeast.
Brawler 1-1, drop us off.
There it is.
Alright, get into hard cover, Bravo.
Got a
Eyes on. Break. Bearing 122 for my pause.
Two on the tops of the towers. One's on the bottom floor of the westernmost tower.
begin suppression.
Can you get me a range?
And he may have gone back up.
I won.
Scratch that. He is coming onto the Hescos.
Range to the frontmost barriers 486.
Alright, affirm.
Lost you guys.
Hey, it's raining.
What?
I lost you.
Got it.
Probably advised that Alpha is a good road cover just here. It's like east and west. Good copy. If you want us to pass it.
Alpha, we're going to push north. And then wait one. We're gonna push south into Deathblade. We got a line of rocks here. Go ahead and use those as best you can. Get smoke out. You guys are taking fire. Good copy.
Good copy.
Moving up on that rock.
Everyone with it. Zigzag. Zigzag.
So to be advised, we pushed a little more southeast to some rock cover.
Good copy.
We got defilade here.
I'm still out of 40 mic range.
Alpha, how you doing?
Doing good.
Copy. If you can, go ahead and adjust south. I've got a good line of cover and deflate at my location. Go ahead and pop smoke to the east southeast, if you need to.
I'll dislocate. Oh wait,
Where are they?
probably.
Never mind, I see.
Shit.
Yeah.
How are your eyes?
Not 100% sure, but I might have dropped one.
Good copy.
Disregard, he's not down. Stukas, direct east, that tower, top floor.
Alpha, go ahead and move south to my position. We're going to use this deflate and move up to another rock cluster. Uphill.
Stukas? Stukas is down.
Copy.
Watch it.
I think medic's done.
Crap.
Once
You
that's
got this.
occupied,
Can you cover that eastern tower?
Negative, we can get them into a deflate. Windmoor, are you up?
Yeah, I'm working. I'm trying to get Anderson here.
Try to drag him back.
Okay, give me a smoke.
Yep.
Suppress that eastern tower. Top floor. Okay, Street, you can start just coming straight back.
We start working on a.
I'm working on Anderson. Morphine. Shit, I forgot to check. Check yourself.
Why is it if I touch Stukas, I die? You can drag me all the way back here and be fine.
Because I look at where the enemy is.
He's out of lost blood. Lost a lot of blood.
Windmoor, no, Windmoor, come back. Come back. Come back.
I'm here.
CPR. Well, no, never mind. He's already been.
Yeah.
1-7, be advised, one of our casualties is heavily wounded, is going to need a blood transfusion. We are, that right now.
I'm gonna get in a suppressive position.
Yep.
So Bravo can move. Don't go that way. Come right here.
One 7 be advised.
Alright, when we're back in my position, we're moving south, then moving east.
We lost Stukas! Not Stukas! Not
Bravo be advised that Alpha's beginning maneuvers towards the compound.
User joined your channel. User left your channel.
Good copy, be advised we are about 20 meters from the wire. We can
Oh, you tried to get me.
be advised, our eyes will accelerate again.
Get up on the wall.
There's 2 guys right there in that tower. I've been pecking at them.
Windmoor, move up. I got you covered.
Alright, this one, guys, hold up.
That doesn't sound
See how easy that was, Windmoor?
Oh, that's not good at all. Come on, Kowalski. Come on, Kowalski. Okay. Oh my god.
Oh!
It's Index, don't kill him!
I see him. He's in the bottom. No, God, step back. Everybody, please. Kowalski, run. Oh my god. Just nobody move. Nobody peek the corner. I'm just gonna drag your bodies out.
How about we pop a smoke so he can't see us?
Yeah, they didn't get the message if they weren't on side.
Okay.
Reaction dash. Take your weapons.
Working on Kowalski.
I got Anderson going.
Starting on the bottom of Kowalski.
Over to the
Sergeant, requesting TP, whatever.
Oh, thank you.
Alright, I'm still bandaging someone.
There's something seriously wrong with the bleed out timer.
Why did people keep
Right arm.
peeking that corner?
What are you working on? Okay.
I was working on Fry's head.
Kowalski or Anderson looks like he's stable.
I know.
That was fun playing peekaboo with you guys.
Oh yeah.
At the end there, you guys kept taking turns taking shots.
I was standing at the edge of the Hesco and everyone kept running past me to peek it.
Oh, just before
Oh
that.
God, please, everyone stop! No, don't peek it! Stop! Don't peek it!
Just before that, I was out in the field and they popped their head up. I'd ping them off.
I just ran over like, hi guys, what's going on over here? Ah! Alright guys, we'll muck it up for a second. Go ahead and get this debrief out of here. That was going to be our last exercise for the evening. I don't have too many comments as far as maneuvers or covering or things like that. What I will say, make sure on the radio you're using proper procedure words and brevity and things like that. As an example, I have a couple of examples. Lima Charlie is not an appropriate response to a question. You need to answer a question with an affirmative or a negative, unless there is more detail that you need to go into as far as whatever the question is asking. So make sure, someone asks you a question, if that's a simple yes or no, return with an affirmative or a negative. Similarly, if you are bounding, you can only bound forward. If you are maneuvering left or right, then you are actually peeling. If you're moving to the rear, then you are breaking contact. Okay. So if you, for example, are tasked with moving 200 meters to the left flank, then you need to peel to the left. Similarly, if you are being overrun and you need to start bounding to the rear, then you need to start breaking contact. Now, all the same rules apply. You need to have a maneuver team and a supporting team. Covering team. Covering team needs to lay down covering fire while the maneuvering team is moving. You need to be calling set. You need to be calling moving, etc., etc. Okay. Make sure we get that practiced up a little bit and keep that all in the back of our minds as far as using proper radio brevity and procedure words. Where's Deacon? Deacon, do you have anything you'd like to add?
No, the only thing is good work on having more communication with the Brawler. When you guys needed us, we responded, so good work on that.
Alright, Sergeant Anderson, anything from our medics?
I was living a little weird with the play out timer tonight. I don't know what it was. Stukas died like within like a minute of getting shot. So I don't know what the deal with that was, and I died almost instantly after getting shot at that little doorway there. So I don't know what the deal with that was. But overall, good job using smoke, even though sometimes it was a little excessive. We know casualties somewhat well on the field. Windmoor, when a casualty goes down, maybe not throw smoke straight into the downed guy's face. Maybe throw it around him, or maybe throw it upwind so that the smoke flows down so that the casualty is covered, not just a particular side of the casualty.
From the elevation that they had, I could not give you guys cover without dropping it right on you.
Well, then don't drop it at all in that situation, because the place where you dropped it, the smoke was inside of Stukas' body, blowing out into the right, and Stukas was still completely in the open. The only thing that was really covered, or concealed rather, by the smoke was the rocks, and obviously the rocks don't need to be concealed. So, just something to note. That's, pretty much everything I have.
Alright, do we have any other questions or comments, concerns? Up forward, do you guys have anything you'd like to add?
No, I don't.
Yeah, I don't know if traditional op 4 will do the same thing, but anytime I saw smoke, I just blanketed it with fire. So, commenting on or following on what Sergeant Anderson said, that if you're going to use smoke, don't lay the source of it directly on someone, because that's where I was firing.
Okay.
Oh,
Alright.
I had something else. Someone mentioned...
Stand by, Anderson, sorry. Kowalski. Go ahead and stand up, really sit up and act like you give a damn, please. Thank you. Alright, Anderson, go ahead.
I don't know, I don't remember who mentioned it, but someone mentioned maybe we shouldn't pop smoke when we're crossing this giant open field, because they don't know we're here, and smoke will give away our position. I just want to say no a million times. Always pop smoke crossing a field. Always, in a combat situation.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to run the risk of, even if you start your maneuver with the element of surprise, if they see you midway across that field, you're toast. You don't have concealment. Alright, I'm going to open the floor again. Anyone else have any last questions or comments or concerns? Alright guys, thank you for your patience tonight with all the mod issues and the rolling back of the server, etc., etc. I still feel like even after that, we had a pretty productive training, so appreciate all your guys' work today. There's nothing else from anybody. You guys are all dismissed.
Thank you for watching.